Hello? Hello? Whoa. Oh, my chat works today, I think. Oh, I just saw that message before I went to close-up screen. Hi! Oh, hi, Mom! Hi, Mom. You did 10 miles downriver, which wouldn't have been so bad except it was pretty shallow in some areas. Oh, yeah, my mom went canoeing today with my dad, and that was really cool. Um, you'll have to, did you get any pictures? You didn't send me any pictures in the thing, so I have to assume that you didn't, but, like, uh, you'll have to tell me if anything, like, funny happened. Also, Mom, while I've got you, grabs you, uh, Crystal told me to tell you hi because, this is the, this is the campaign, the character that I'm drawing today, oh, you did see an eagle, hell yeah. But the character that I'm drawing today is from the D&D campaign that Crystal is running. So I was like, hey, you wanna maybe, like, come on stream today and talk about it a little bit? But they said that they weren't, feeling up to it. So it's just gonna be me today. But, they wanted me to tell you hi. Oh yeah, I will relay that message to them. I'm working on homework right now, so I won't be chatting as much, but excited for the stream. Hell yeah! I'm going to be talking about this campaign that I have this character in way too much. I'm going to be talking about them way too much because I love my daughter. I love my fucked up daughter. Again, at work, so I don't have the sound on. Hell yeah! This is one that I've already made, so this is just drawing a scene from the campaign. A very important scene from the most recent session that I'm going to be talking about the ins and outs of a little bit because, oh boy, a lot happened. We're currently on my character's little, like, backstory arc of, like, figuring out what to do about the shit happening in her life, because there's a lot. But lurking but here. Okay. But first, let's go to talk screen. Hopefully, maybe, or my shit's gonna pop up. Yay, we've got chat today! Oh, it wants to work, yay! Okay, hell yeah. So, first and foremost, today's intro song is going to be Thank You My Twilight by The Pillows. Because I absolutely love The Pillows. And I wanted to do this yesterday because it was the first stream back from my birthday and I got the Fooly Cooly art book. And I thought it was appropriate. But I honestly just kind of decide intro songs, like, as soon as I, like, literally, like, 15 minutes before stream. I'd, like, decide it immediately, almost. So it's just kind of whatever song moves my spirit in that particular moment. And Thank You My Twilight happened to be the one that struck me for today. So we're doing that. And it's a really cute little song. We're not going to be doing the official instrumental because I am scared. So we're just going to be doing a piano version. I have to stand up, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. The fucking instrumental's going to be loud as balls. Hi, Jeremy. Da, 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 da. Life is beautiful 僕のルーレット回り続けてる She is wonderful その瞳に今を映したい迷わないでもぎ取った予感を誰かと待ち合わせてあるみたいに見えたなら間違いじゃない君を待ってたんだ God, I love this song. I love all the songs in this show. It's kind of crazy. Life is beautiful 話すように歌い続けてる She is wonderful その言葉は闇を照らすほど眩しくて涙がこぼれた時折誰かがといつまでどこまで向かう気かと Baby どこまででもダダダダダダダダドゥルルドゥドゥドゥルルルドゥダダダダダ Life is beautiful 僕のルーレット回り続けてる She is wonderful その瞳に今を映したい迷わないでもきっとった予感を奇跡は起こらなくても十分だぜ今日が最高の日でも Kind of messed up the lyrics there, don't worry about it Thank you my twilight Oh, thank you my twilight Oh, thank you my twilight Thank you, my twilight. Thank you, my twilight. Oh yeah, that song is really nice. Fucking, oh god, I would recommend you watch Fooly Cooly, but it's but like not if you're a minor. I mean, not that it has like it. It's really weird for me to insinuate that there's overt not safe for work in this because there kind of is and there kind of isn't. It's under like a bunch of layers. It's a very layered show. So I can't in good conscience recommend it to minors. But I can't in good conscience recommend it to adults either because you're gonna want to like, yeah, it's nuts. Because it's like one of those shows that you're like, man, I wish I had watched this as a kid. It would have like explained a lot of things for me. But you know, if you watched it back then, not only would it A, not made a lick of sense, but it also B, would have been bad. I don't know. It's a very strange type of show that you just kind of it's Midwest emo the show, but it's from Japan. It's very strange to try and like categorize it, I guess. But anyway, let's get into the drawing, shall we? That's about good volume for music. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. There we go. That's about good, I think. Let's jump right into the festivities here. This is... Hold on. We did talk to a few girls that were there together. 2 of them were from England. Ooh! And the 3rd one had been taking them around some states, showing them the sights. That's cool! That's cool! How they ended up in Indiana is beyond me, because I wouldn't have thought that Indiana would be, like, on that list. I won't say where in Indiana, obviously, because that's duh, but, like, she was returning the favor from when she went there to visit. Oh! Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but I wouldn't have thought that anybody would put Indiana on their list of, like, travel destinations unless it would be, like, during the Indy 500. In which case, yeah, I guess, but also, like, I don't know. Oh god. Oh god. They're all friends. Ow, my knee! Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Girls' Day. Girls' time. Where is this? I don't remember it being put in PC. Okay, wait, no, it's not in there. It's in here. Okay. Oh, she's... Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Copy image. Paste as reference image. Getting the different pick crews that Crystal sent me to kind of get a view as to what this version of we pronounce it as saloon in the campaign, but I guess the official pronunciation according to Baldur's Gate is Saluna. But I don't subscribe to that, so it's been saloon since I made this character. Oh god, her reference image is huge. Zoom way out. Alright, here we go. Oh wait, no. Boop. Bam. Bop. Bada bop boom. Let's start with Bryn. So my daughter here, my beautiful daughter, the light of my life, going back to lurking. Okay, thanks, Mom. The moon, my moon and my stars. My funny little daughter. What's going on with her? So, she had a one true disciple complex for a very long time when it came to her studies about being a cleric of Saloon. Oh god, this music's so loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit on my end because I can't fucking hear myself talk. There we go. I think that's a little better. Just move this up so I can see where I'm drawing. So she's a cleric of Saloon, as you can read here, and a water ganassi. I wanted her to kind of like exude the feeling of like a freshwater oasis. Because I like ganassis that are themed after like a certain thing that is in the element that they represent. like one of the NPCs that our DM has planned is a smog genasi, so that's cool. Or not smog, smoke. Not specifically smog. But they've got like a really cool design, and I wish I could show it. Like, it's technically spoilers. Even though this like isn't like being shown anywhere, but like if there's other Valley of Misfortune players in chat right now, if you know, you know. It's not like a published game. It's on a very like those who get it, and those who don't. It's a private, unpublished game. I forgot how her little... it goes down like this. Sorry, I was just focusing there. I lost track of what I was talking about. But she's a cleric of Saloon who has had a bit of a like one true disciple complex and was like really like stuck in her ways. But eventually she, you know, came to her senses and realized that, you know, that shit isn't everything, and you don't have to be the smartest person in the room all the time. And also that she was just dumb and young and stupid to think that she could ever like really be the one. Because nobody can really truly be the one, and the ones who can already know that. Apologies if you can hear them in the background. You probably can't because of, they're even quiet kind of on my end, but I don't want them to like be, I guess, I don't know where I was gonna say. What's the thing you're using to draw? The tablet or the software? Because I'm drawing on a software called Krita, which is a freeware program. And the tablet that I'm on is a Huion Canvas, either 16 or 13, I don't remember. do you zoom in with a tablet? It depends on what kind you have, but honestly, I have, there's a little bar on the side here, that you slide your finger up and down on, and that's how I do it, but, it also just kind of depends on what, drawing program you're using, because sometimes it won't let you do that. I know it doesn't let me zoom like that on something like Aggie, which is a browser-based thing, where it's like a collaborative canvas, which sucks, but I don't do Aggies that often, so, I don't know. I hate to give, like, nothing burger answers like that, but that's kind of the name of the game, is that it really just depends on a lot of different things. You can also use the scroll wheel on your mouse, if that will allow for it. I know that sometimes they allow for that. You need to do the pinch thing? Oh! No, mine's not a touchscreen tablet. I'm not drawing with my finger right now, I'm drawing with an actual stylus. Yeah, I'm drawing on a digital tablet. I'm not drawing, like, the one that's connected to my desktop computer. I'm not drawing on an iPad. I used to, but I have an iPad Air 2, which doesn't connect to Apple Pencils, so I couldn't have the glorious... I couldn't have access to the glorious wonder that is pen pressure. I was not able to access that. And it sucked. It was not great. But I made do. I used Ibis Paint for a really long time before it was cool. But yeah, now I'm on Krita. Oh, I forgot it was on eraser mode. I know you can definitely hear them now. They're yelling in there about a show. Oh god, that was my phone. Oops, I should probably get that off the mic. So it's not, like, vibrating the mic every time I do something. I'm gonna lower that down a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit more of what I wanted to go for. I went to the Apple store where they had one of those tablets with a keyboard, and then, oops! Oh no! I know there was a Best Buy near me back at my house. Oh wait, no. Am I I think I'm misremembering this story because I think it was actually the. No, because it was a micro center, so it was after I moved out. Because there's no micro center in Indianapolis, which sucks, but you know, that's just the way the world is. But there is one close to me. Um, uh, there was a nope, if wrong guess. But there's a micro center near me, and I remember we went there once. And every single laptop that was on display and like monitor, it didn't have. It had a picture of a sloth pulled up on it. Yes, actually. It's a birth defect. It's a whole big thing. But every single picture, every single monitor had a picture pulled up of a sloth that said "dollar dollar bill, y'all," and it was rather silly. But yeah, it was funny, and you could see all the like silly little tech bros rushing around to and fro to get it all off the screen. It's not like it was inappropriate, but it was just on every single thing. Yeah, it is what it is. But it was just really funny, because we weren't expecting that, because we just were, I think we were getting my partner, like, a new webcam or something, because they needed it for work. It is indeed what it is. Alright, here we go. I don't know if I want to give Sylvan bangs. It's cute, but I don't know. Yeah. To answer your question, yes, man with a high voice, and also I'm just gay, so, yeah. What is gay? I am a dude who likes other dudes instead of girls. Well, no, that's not wholly true. I do like girls as well. I just say that I'm like gay because it's like a broad term. I don't want that to tangent with each other. Let's see here. forgot to make her hair wavy back here. YouTube Recs are all over the YouTube Recs are all over the place today. Well, I'm glad it brought you here. So, hi! Welcome! Welcome to the stream. Where are your friends or the other... oh, that's my pronouns. You know when you, ask who the mail... what the mail carrier brought? Oh wait, no, hold on. You know when someone asks you, like, hey, did the mail carrier come today? And you go, yes, and they say, well, there you go, there's my example of it right there. And they, as in the person you're talking to, that's an example of singular they. There you go. Hope that makes sense. Oh wait, no, I just grabbed the pen. I don't need to, here, I need to scooch you. I need to scooch you. Kinda, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Let's just kind of scribble that in for now. Fuck, I'm just gonna do what I did before and just have her kind of have her hair pool around her. Cause I like that look for godly figures. Plus these pickaroos are not a set in stone rule. I can have a little bit of creative liberty with it. I don't know if I lost something important, but I am back. Hi! Welcome back. Here, wait. That's not what I wanted. Okay, wait, this is... I'm a little bit lost. I got lost in this drawing, hold on. Ooh, hold on. Where am I? Oh wait, I forgot to... I gotta duplicate this background and then make it white. There we go, I can see it a little better now. Wait. Give me that, and then... Get rid of my reference images real quick so I can kind of see what I'm doing. No, it was on... Was it on eraser mode? It was on white. Oh, that's why. And then we go here. I was gonna talk about this specific character, and then I completely lost where I was. Wait, I can just get rid of that background line because I didn't end up using it. The horizon's gonna be right here. But, this campaign that... Yes, I am. How does the pronoun it work? I never thought, anyone use a third one before. Same way that, it would work for literally anything else. Just for a person. But it's very important that you, are very careful with it pronouns, and only use them if the person that you're talking to has explicitly said that they, that person prefers those specific, set of pronouns in any way, shape, or form. Because if you do it to someone who, you know, hasn't expressed that, it could come off as transphobic. And that is no good, as they say in Sonic the Hedgehog world. Oh wait, I should probably do that on a different layer so I can keep track of it. There we go. That way I can just kind of erase around it. Trust the process, I promise. This is going to get a lot more cohesive once I actually know what I'm doing. Do you like jelly bean? Like the food, or is there like a person with that username? Because I do like me some jelly beans, the food. I just haven't had any in a while. Because we haven't had any like candy buying money. Oh yes, the food is nice. Yes. Let's see. What happened in this? I keep completely getting like sidetracked of like what I wanted to talk about with this character, but yeah, her whole thing was she was a cleric of Saloon who like had a one true disciple complex for a really long time, and eventually woke up to that and was just like, hey, that's not good to have, actually. But, you know, it took over the course of the campaign for her to, like, find that out. But by that point, she had already, like, the damage had been done, you know? And, forgot to give the hair a little bit more volume out here. Prin's hair is always hard to draw from the side. It's a little bit annoying, but eventually I'll get it down to a science. She's gotta have those anime girl hair vents. There we go. I know she technically wears clothes, but I like the look of gods that look like this anyway. Oh, thank you. Wow. There we go. There she is. Ooh, I like this a lot so far. Alright, and we go to line art time. It's time for line arts. Hold on, I have to sign it. There we go. One day I'll explain my signature, but I don't want to today. This is very impressive. Thank you! Thank you so much. Oh goodness, ow, my fingers. Here, wait. So she goes on this whole big little like adventure with the party, as you do in a D&D. And she like learns, you know, that there's more to life than just, you know, being Saloon's #1, being the tide that she turns at her whims is like the things that she says a bunch. I have a D&D character, haven't drawn them in a while. You should! It's so much fun! It's so much fun. I have a bunch of different D&D characters. And I need to make some more, because I like having a lot of different characters in my repertoire. And I like to learn a different skill set when it comes to D&D with every new character that I make. So for this one, I had never played a cleric before, and I had also never played a snotty bitch before, because that's who she was at the beginning of the campaign. She was like the like pretty girl, like, ooh, I'm the pretty girl. I'm better than everybody else. Look at how much better I am than you. That was definitely her at the beginning. But she kind of learned to grow past that and was just like, I'm not better than anybody else, and I like myself just the way I am. And I don't need the approval of some, like, goddess or whatever. Even though it is nice to have that. Guess what his name is? It can't be worse than, well, not worse, it's a very good name regardless. But one of my IRLs has a D&D character with the name of Demetrius Elfington. Oh god. I don't know if you could hear that. they're in there. I think they're watching Ruby, actually. I never really caught on to Ruby, but it was never really my cup of tea. But the thing is, her character arc is going on right now in the campaign, which means that they went to her hometown and they met her family, and what what she did was, her backstory is that because of her like one true disciple complex, when she was inducted into the Temple of Saloon, she made a couple of the other postulants Is your character's name Germa? I know I'm like getting a little bit creative for it because I do not just want to say, is your character's name Jeremy? Because it would be funny, but it would also just like, I like the idea of a D&D character who is just Germa, because one of our other players in our campaign that Bryn is a part of has Saul Goodman queued up for her next character if something happens to her current character. Hold on. And it's really funny because that current character is Prinavel's girlfriend. So that's fun. So yeah, if anything happens to Percy Carter, Bryn has Saul motherfucking Goodman to look forward to. Ain't that just great? Oop, I'm sorry, I'm getting a message. It says I got a new subscriber on my phone, but I'm not getting the notification for it. Yeah, that's fun. That's I like that though. You've got a very simple like outlook. And while some might take that as an insult, I tend to overcomplicate things a lot, so I like viewing things from a more simplistic standpoint. Germa would be an interesting character to play. Yes, it would. Yes, he would. Just as Saul motherfucking Goodman would be an interesting character to play. But, you know, the person playing Prinavel's girlfriend character has that queued up for if anything happens to her, so that's cool. So they went to her hometown, and they met her like parents and her two little brothers, and she like, the thing is that when she killed those other nun girls, she skipped town and changed her whole identity. So for the longest time she had been living as a noble. Like, she made everybody believe that she was a noble. And that's how she was living for the last however many years. About 5 to be exact. about 5 years. And it's wild. It's wild. They go to her hometown, and her mom, like, runs up to her because she was like, "You haven't written back in so long. I thought something happened to you. Oh, my daughter, I missed you so much." And Prin's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, this is fine, this is good." And the rest of the party is just like, "Prin, do you know this lady?" And it's like, "Nope." But before she can really say that, though, her mom, like, pipes up, and it's just like, "Oh, this is my beautiful daughter. Oh, you must be her friends." And they were like, "Huh." It's how it all comes to life. Ah, thank you. Thank you. The puzzler character he played in Gen Lost, that would be a fun, not a D&D character, but it would be a fun, like, I don't know about an NPC, but it would definitely be a fun, like, boss. It would definitely be a fun, like a BBEG or something. Yeah, that would be fun, I think. So her mom, like, spills the beans, and eventually, like, Prin has to, like, come clean about all that shit. And they're just like, "Well, why'd you run away and, like, change your identity and all that?" And she, like, uh, she doesn't tell them a lie, but she doesn't tell them the whole truth. Uh, she basically says, "Oh, the Mother Superior in the convent that I went to for Saloon, um, you know, was spreading these horrible rumors about me, and I had to skip town because I had been exiled." Which, it's it's a it's not a complete untruth, because the Mother Superior would have, like, exiled her anyway, but the thing is, she ran away. She wasn't, like, exiled, and it wasn't like the people around town, like, saw her as, like, outwardly a threat. In fact, they all seem to, like, welcome her back with open arms, because it's one of those small towns where, like, everybody kind of knows each other, but, like, not in a creepy way, if that makes sense. Oh, where's my reference? Oh, I knew I was missing something. I was missing this little, like, trim around here. I'll do that part later. And Kartov, the dragonborn warlock of the party, goes, "Hey, you grew up. You said you grew up in a place called Hakala, but there is no convent of Saloon in Hakala, because I'm from there as well. Um, so, Lucy, you got some splaining to do." But they get to the temple to, like, figure out what's going on here. But first, it's late. They have to turn in for the night, and it was there that Prin, like, pours her heart out to Percy, her girlfriend. And, like, told her everything. And the thing is, Percy's got a few skeletons in her own closet, sometimes quite literally. and has killed a few people of her own. Especially given, like, the party has also, like, killed. This is off the cuff of the first little arc where they went and, like, unionized an entire town and brought about a giant workers' uprising that ended with the corrupt mayor of this town, like, I almost want to say, like, governor, which I know that they might be, like, interchangeable in some ways, but it's, her power was a little bit more, similar to that of, like, a governess, that ended with the governess being, like, having the shit beaten out of her, and killed in the streets. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah, the party has definitely killed before, and Percy was just like, well, that's it? You did that, like, 5 years ago? We did that, like, a week ago, dude. And then she, like, they, exchanged, like, oh, well, you said something that meant a lot to you, here's me saying something that means a lot to me. And through that conversation, they ended up confessing their love to each other, and it was really cute, and it was this whole big thing. Missing one guillotine in that history. Well, the guillotine came in the form of, a band of adventurers busting through your door and fucking breaking all your prisoners out of jail, and then, like, clobbering your shit in and letting you bleed out on the floor. So how about that? And also putting up a bunch of, like, unionize now signs, around your town, so that all the workers that you're overworking, to the point of, turning to alcohol poisoning, can, you know, not have to do that. Yeah, that was that arc, that happened just before this one. And, oh boy. It was a fun little time. So, through the conversation of them being like, oh yeah, I guess everybody's got a fucked up past of their own, as well as their own fucked up present. But, you know, we can make the most of it because we're doing good by, you know, bringing these people together and, bringing down corruption and all that. And, you know, they share a moment under the stars, and it was really nice. And then the very next day, they go to the temple. The whole party goes to the temple, of Saloon. That is in this town. And there's a barrier set up. They find out that there's, like, a big magical barrier that only one of them can really go through it. That being the newest member of the party, I think she's an orc, named Maev. And we haven't really explained, why she was able to do that. But, eventually that'll come up later, I guess. But, she was the only one who was able to go through. Everybody else, like, slapped their face against this fucking magical barrier, all cartoonish style. Like, you know when the coyote paints the tunnel on the wall, and then he tries to go through it, because the Roadrunner was able to go through it, and he just, like, fucking flattens against it. It was kind of like that for all but Maev. And then Prin steps through it. and the whole thing turns red. The barrier like turns red, and there's a giant like there's a siren going off like woo woo woo. It's like it is go time, motherfucker. POTUS has landed, eyes on Breen. Did she commit murder yet? This is 5 years after that she, this is in the party's present day. So she committed those murders 5 years ago, and she's finally stepping through the door of this, stepping through the barrier of, this convent that she, used to call home until she killed those girls. I'm sorry, me telling this story might be a little bit, my way of telling this story might be a bit disjointed just because there's a lot. She steps through the barrier, it sets off the alarm, the Mother Superior rushes out and is like, Prinavel, Hydrodiral! And she's like, oh god. Oh my lord. Oh my moon and my stars. And the rest of the party's like, hey, if you're gonna fucking take her into custody, we're coming with her, because where she goes, we go. That, like, there's no way of negotiating this. And eventually the Mother Superior caves and lets them come in with her. But she, like, handcuffs Prin, and leads them all to the auditorium area. Like the sanctuary, I guess you could call it, because it's a church. They go to... Did my music stop? Oh my god, it did. Okay, I finally ran out of music. That was the rest of the playlist from last time, by the way. And I guess we are going to put on another round of that. Meow. Yeah, it's saying that I got a new subscriber, but it's not showing up on my screen. That's weird. So they get to the sanctuary place, and Prin is sat at the very front pew, and the party is directly behind her. And she's like trying her best not to make eye contact with anybody. She's like eyes glued to the ground, like trying to get this over with as soon as possible. And her party members are like trying to comfort her or whatever, but it's kind of not really doing anything. And the other nuns, why did I say it like that? The other nuns start filing in, until there isn't an empty seat in the house. And the Mother Superior, motions for a couple of the other girls to bring Prin to the front, up in front of everybody, like onto the stage. And she, lays out her crimes in front of her, and is like, well, how do you plead? And Prin's like, I already told you I did it. I don't need to, like, what more is there to say, really? This isn't a real trial. If it was, I would have pled guilty by now. And the rest of the party catches on that this, like, is just kind of like a big public humiliation scene. It's not like a real, like, trial. And they're just like, ma'am, this isn't a real court. You can't be doing this. This is a kangaroo court. She should be tried in a jury of her peers. The Mother Superior ignores her. well, because Percy was the one to bring about this conversation, and sure, it like turned a couple of the heads of the nuns that were there, but largely nobody paid attention to her, and the rest of the party start joining in as she like goes on with this, and they're like, "Ma'am, this is not right. This is cruel and unusual. You can't do this." And it doesn't help that what the Mother Superior does next is she motions for this one gal named Sister Soraya to bring out a little wooden box, and it's about the size of a cigar box. But that might be too old for some people. It's about the size of a shoebox. How about that? And brings out this little box, and she opens it up, and it is filled to the brim, like loaded down, with letters from Prinavel's mother that she has sent to the temple, thinking that Prin was there the whole time. Because her mom didn't know that she, like, skipped town and, was off running, living a life as someone else. She thought that she was at the temple the whole time. And the Mother Superior starts reading off a few of the letters to the congregation. The first one she picks up was from a few months after Prin went missing, which was just, kind of just a general update letter of like, hey, please keep in touch, let us know how you're doing up there, and all that. And then the next one was from 4 years ago, which would have been a year after Prin went missing. And it is a letter describing to her that her littlest brother, she has two little brothers, Plavix and Predaxa. I named her entire family after blood thinners because I thought it would be funny. But her littlest brother, Predaxa, is really sick, and they're not sure if he's going to make it. And, she's like, hey, it would really mean the world to us if, you came and visited him, to kind of, like, lift his spirits a little bit, because I'm really scared, and your dad's really scared, and, I have a sinking feeling that both of them are really scared too. And it's a double feature letter because, Predaxa actually, like, wrote a letter, well, kind of, he had a letter in that one as well, which was, it was basically like, hey, Prin, I'm too weak to hold a quill right now, so, I'm having Plavix write this for me. Please come home and visit me. I'm not doing great, and I'm really scared, and I miss you a lot, and I think it would help me a lot. Side note, well, that's the thing, is that they want to keep up appearances. A lot of the things with the church is that they are very secretive in order to keep up appearances, because it turns out, this is not the first time that something like this has happened. But more on that later. And that letter from Predaxa makes a couple of the folks in the crowd a little bit teary-eyed, obviously. Tugs at the heartstrings a little bit. And, including Soraya, the gal holding the box. And it's very important that I mention that as she's holding the box, the Mother Superior goes to grab another letter sees that Soraya is crying and is like, "Don't you get tears on these." And she's like, snaps at her, and like startles her a little bit. And the party takes note of that and they're like, So she reads the next ones from 2 years ago, and no mention of Predaxa. Side note, when the party was like meeting Prin's family, Predaxa's literally fine. He's just a little bit paler now, and he walks on a crutch. Yeah, but other than that, he's fine. He didn't die. He's okay. The baby is okay. And she tells her, the Mother Superior is just like, well, tell me, Prin, how is Predaxa doing? And she looks up at her and is just like, we saw him recently, he's fine. Not like it would matter much to you. And instead of taking the time to, be offended by that, because she does, like, start to, like, almost snap at her a little bit, but then she goes to read the next letter, and it's this little short, letter, about, like, oh, your dad's gone off on another fishing trip again. He's not sure when he's gonna be back, but, he said he would, let me know, as soon as he got word. Side note, this isn't like he went to go get milk sort of situation. The longest he would be gone for would be like, 3 months. And that would be like a rare occurrence if you were to be gone for that long. But he's like an ocean fisherman because it's like a port town that she grew up on. So he would just kind of be gone for kind of long periods of time. And, the party, is like, ma'am, come on, this is cruel and unusual, you can't do this, and, Percy, like, stands up and gives this whole, like, tirade about, like, this is not legal, she should be tried in a court of law, this is not a real court, and I love this woman, you can't treat her this way, and Prin at some point is like, Percy, shut up! And the deathly silence in the whole congregation. And she's like, it's fine. I deserve this. And Genesis, the rogue of the party, is just like, fuck you do. It's fucking stop, like, feeling sorry for yourself all the damn time. And quit letting her just, like, walk all over you. And at some point, after she reads like 4 of the letters in total, and then she ushers the party out of the room, including Prin, in order to deliberate on what should be done about her. And the person who ushers her out is a different gal than Soraya, and real clandestine, like she slips a little drawstring pouch into Prin's hand as they're walking out. And Prin's like, what? And they go into a little side room. And, Prin explains everything and, like, what happened. And, the gal who gave her the pouch said, these are the Labradorite earrings from my shop down the road. They will allow you to commune with Saloon herself so that she can, decide what to do with you, because this is not right what the Mother Superior is doing, and we've known for a pretty long time that she's had a bit of and then she kind of, like, drops her voice down low and looks around and goes, attitude problem. And, it's this whole big thing. And, this part that I'm illustrating here is when Prin puts on the Labradorite earrings and goes into this sort of, like, avatar state kind of thing, where she goes and sees Saloon and has, like, this moment where Saloon's like, oh, my child, you are a different person than you were all those years ago, and I've seen the good that you have done with these people that you have come to love so much, and I've seen how much you've grown and changed, and the souls of the girls that you impacted will forever rest in peace at my hand. And you have fallen, but you will, you'll keep getting back up because you got back up this time. And that showed me that you have the capabilities to keep going. And to, be my humble servant. And Prin's like, I'm not worthy, I've done so many horrible things. And it's like this whole big moment, and it's a beautiful little thing, and I'm drawing that. But she comes back from the avatar state. I'd say avatar state because that is kind of what it looks like on the outside, but it's not entirely what is going on here. She's just having this connection with Saloon. And she comes back and she explains to the party what Saloon has asked of her. And what she has asked of her is to be a caster in the ritual to choose Saloon's actual next avatar, which is usually a member of the Divine Family that Prin is not a part of. But it's still a very big deal to be a part of the ritual. To be one of the casters. And there's a whole interview process for each of the different party members to make sure that they're worthy of witnessing it, because it's it's huge. It's a huge deal. They get done with the interview and they get all the preparations set up for the ritual, and they're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, all right? And they're just about to get a move on so that they can actually get the show on the road, and the Mother Superior bursts in, and that was where we left the session. So there's your funny little cliffhanger for you. Hello, MSCP Foundation. We're talking about my D&D character that I'm currently drawing. This is her technically drawing a moment in the last session where she has this big come to Jesus moment. With Saloon. And it's really pretty. Yeah. Here's it without the sketch so far. Saloon looks a little doofy right now because I haven't drawn the rest of her. But what I'm planning on having, because what happened is in this little realm that she's in a mirror, there's some water down here, and it's really reflective water, because it's Saloon in this is a little bit more water based because the moon and the tides and shit, and this convent is in like a port town that has a very high concentration of water ganassi in their population. Prin being one of them, Prin being the character over here on the right. Who's having this big moment. This piece is definitely going to be up on my website. Not as a print, but it's going to be in the gallery. I don't have a way for me to sell prints right now. I would love it if I, could do that, but I don't have a way of really doing that. And I haven't really gotten to the point where, I would be popular enough that people would buy my prints. But I do post these on Ko-Fi as well. Either way, you will be able to find this drawing in my through the links in the description in some way, shape, or form. There we go. I'll add a little bit more hair detail once I'm done blocking in the main line work here. This is a cute little song. Oh yeah, we're listening to not Windows 98 music. We're listening to PC 98 tracks from various games that were on that. I don't want to call it a console, but on that like specific operating system. Because I really like that aesthetic. If you couldn't tell by my stream layout and my face and all of that. Here we go. I like doing line art to a marginal degree. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. It's of course like time consuming and a little bit stressful to make sure I get all of the stuff in the right spots. Because this is what people are going to be seeing, but it's also very like relaxing in a way because I kind of have to think a little bit less. Oh god, I didn't mean to run my pen up and down the mic. I would love to say what mic I have, but I literally got it at of all places, Bolly's not Ball. What the fuck is a Bolly? Ollie's Bargain Outlet. I got it for like $20. Uh, and I got it like however many years ago. And it has not failed me yet. And it's pretty good. You know what movie I really wanted to see, but I couldn't because of my disabilities? I really wanted to see Across the Spider-Verse. But there were way too many like flashing colors, and it was a very disorienting experience. So I couldn't watch it. I was watching the like previews and trailers for it, and I was already starting to get a little dizzy. It's not because of epilepsy, but it's just hard to really like keep track of. It's a very overstimulating movie for me. I would love to watch it because I know it is very good. But you know, can't have everything. There we go. Oh, gotta pop my neck. Ow. Ooh, my bones. There we go. Oh god. I don't know. You could definitely hear that in there. I could see it on the waveform. Usually I have a fan in here to kind of give it a little bit of a white noise buffer, but my partner took the fan into the other room with him so that he could have it out there while they watch Ruby. I'm not complaining though. It's not like I need it in here. It's not like it's like overtly hot. I talked about this last time too, but it's not like I'm like overheating in here, because I'm not. It's actually rather nice in here for once. For some reason it gets really hot at night though. It gets like really hot in our room at night. And I don't mean anything else by that. It just genuinely like temperature. It's not. It's very uncomfortable when I'm on here on the computer, like sweating my balls off. And you know, my partner's trying to get some sleep, and we have the fan going in here, but it's still very warm. I know there's one person in our house who loves it though. That is my beloved daughter Fafnir, because she's a bearded dragon and she loves that shit. her cold-blooded ass. I would have put a noise gate on there, but anytime I put a noise gate on my voice thing, it ends up like blocking out my voice when I'm actually talking. And it's not great. Are you gonna jump off here? Okay, good night, Mom. Nope, that's what you're. There we go. Oh my god, did I just finish the line art? Oh, look at her. Oh. Here we go. I put that too low. Wait, I forgot. No, I didn't finish the line art because I forgot these things. I have to put this all around the edge. This part is... it's the most taxing, but it's the most rewarding as well. Oh god, excuse you, motorcycle. Oh my lord, Jesus Christ. There we go. That was nice. Hell yeah. Oh, forgot that her collar is segmented from the rest of her tapelet. Oh, I forgot the little line down there, didn't I? Oh boy, that one's gonna be hard. Give to me, give to Zim. Sounds like Goosebumps soundtrack. Something I think I could go on about forever is how much I love myhouse.wad. Because I love the Doom community being like, hey, you can run Doom on anything. How about you run anything on Doom? And that anything being House of Leaves. And I was like, hell yeah. I like that take on the classic meme that you can run Doom on anything. And I know that wasn't like the point of the mod, but like I thought it was the point of the mod. And I don't think anybody can really convince me otherwise. I forgot her little circlet, didn't I? Really funny thinking about like unusual ways that people learn new words. Because I learned what a circlet is because of the stream wasn't on live and I was watching it late. Oh, I thought you meant like there was some sort of like technical glitch and somehow I wasn't live for a second there. That would be scary. But, I was watching the Wayne Radio TV Homestar Runner stream where one of them said that they learned what a thatched roof cottage was because of Homestar Runner. And I guess my version of that would be learning what a circlet is because of Dragon Ball Xenoverse. And the funny thing is, I didn't even play Xenoverse. I didn't play either of them. I watched my friends play it. Because my Dragon Ball characters are not able to be made into Xenoverse characters. They have very particular designs that would not, you know, meld well with the character creator in that game, in terms of the limitations therein. Here, wait. Whenever I do a, painting with more than one person in it, I add group layer. Put that group on top here. Whenever I do a drawing with more than one person, I usually go in and make two different, like, make their layers two separate groups. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Making sure there was anything over there. Yeah. You guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming. I have to turn that down. I'll turn that down to like 50-ish. Oh wait, I forgot. Multiply. There we go. Here's her eyes. The thing that you were saying about learning words from random, since English isn't your first language. Ooh! It's interesting. toggle this off so I can actually see what I'm doing. I would imagine that would be the case for non-native English speakers. Got half my vocabulary from talking with people online. Hey! Conversations are the best way to learn a language, actually. I was taught that from a old Japanese grandma. Focusing on these like itty bitty little spots, it's hard to really like get in there. There we go. That looks alright, I think. And the basics from something in school is like orange like 5 times a week, and how to say orange like 5 times a week. Yeah, it was really weird trying to learn Spanish at a private school. With every like step we went up, we like learned the same thing we would the previous year, and we wouldn't like advance at all, despite being the next grade level up. And we would like learn maybe one new thing at like the very end of the year that we would all like immediately forget. And it sucks, because I used to really like Spanish. I used to really like learning it, but it got boring for me, and I just like couldn't. Even though like the teachers all knew that we had like, it wasn't like a choice to have taken Spanish, so all the teachers knew that we had taken that exact same Spanish the previous year, but she would just teach the same Spanish over and over, and it sucked. It was really boring. Oh yeah, yeah. It helped that, well, I guess it didn't help, that I went to a private school too, so they could just kind of do whatever they wanted, as long as we were paying. And I went to that school from 1st grade through 4th grade, I think. It's a little bit hazy now, but yeah, that's about the time period that I went to that school. You know, formative ages. And the only things I remember about it were the bad parts. Because that's all my brain cared to remember, so that I could, you know, have them as survival tactics, I guess. Like, oh, I don't know, the fact that I was bullied for most of my 4th grade year. That was cool. And the teacher was like very weird, to where she would like yell at you if like She yelled at the whole class that we weren't gonna, like, get anywhere in life. And we would be, like, living on the streets, and our parents would be living on the streets, because we were talking in class. And she said, like, I remember one of the things that she said, like, you guys have talked enough in this class to last a lifetime. And she was, like, really blowing it out of proportion to, like, scare us 8-year-olds. And it certainly left a lasting impact on me, one of the few kids in the class who would actually do what they were told. And I think that's why I got bullied a lot. Because I would actually, like, follow the rules. And even then it stopped, it eventually stopped gaining favor with the teachers as well. So I really just kind of didn't have anybody. And then the few friends I did have kind of like, I don't know, this isn't venting, this is just like, I'm like hours away from that city now, and years away from that time in my life. And most of those people, are dead. Honestly. It happened a very long time ago. I love my first school. It's the best school I went to in the city. It was fun. Sleepover like festivals. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool little thing. We had like lock-ins and stuff, but they were all for like the older kids. Talking about One Piece now. But they're talking. We're talking like I went there from 1st through 4th grade, and the lock-ins for like, oh god, I want to say they were only for like 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, because this school went up from K4, which is like right before kindergarten, up to 8th grade. And I don't know how much that would resonate for like non-American viewers, but I guess another way to put it was when I was there, I went there from ages 7 to, well, no, because I hadn't turned 7 yet. I went there from age 6 to age 10-ish. Like that sort of area. Should be about the same. Yeah, that school was wild. It was a wild time. Of course, it was a private school, so it was a Christian school. It was a very strange way of being brought up. Now look at me. I'm gay, I'm trans, I'm fucking having all sorts of fun little times. Oh god, this is a fun song. Grab. Grab the color. Did y'all hear that the Xbox eShop servers are shutting down? A lot of those games are going to be lost media now. I didn't mean for this to be kind of a downer stream, but like, man, that sucks. Oh god, I didn't mean to color it. I didn't mean to erase that part. The Xbox, I think it's the eShop servers. So a lot of games are just going to be like unavailable and considered lost media now. So that's fun. Also, the guy who's like the CEO of Bethesda was like responding to people who were just like, "Hey, you didn't optimize Starfield for PC." He was basically saying, "Yeah, we did. Just get a better computer. Poor. Isn't it the Nintendo 3DS? I don't know if it's the eShop, but like, it's definitely not called the same thing. But like the servers for it are shutting down. They're gonna be shutting down by the end of next year. So we've still got time, but it still like sucks, you know. Wait, I forgot to erase the parts that are going to be yellow. That would be preferable. Still got time before then, but it still is a sucky circumstance. I'm sorry, am I not being loud enough? Am I being not picked up? Because I have a tendency to mumble. Yeah, the 3DS one has been closed for a while. Oh. Yeah, the Xbox 360? Yeah, I suppose, but like, it just sucks that they like have all this money as a company and they're still like shutting this shit down, despite how lucrative it still continues to be. guess that's the way of companies, though. It's just the way it is. There we go. Oh, look at her. She's so pretty. Oh, my daughter. Apparently he's sending some guy to collect Nintendo 3DSs. I have not seen that. That is hilarious, I think. Well, he ain't getting mine. Because mine is cute. Roving droves of masked 3DS collectors. Yeah, nobody's giving those out. Unless they're like out of touch parents who are just like, oh, my adult son doesn't play this anymore. And then your son comes over and is like, Mom, you wonder why I don't talk to you? You give away all my shit. Oh, I forgot her little... Oh, God, I forgot her, like... I forgot her ribbon in the front. Oh, God. I'll bury mine in the woods and make him scavenge hunt for it. Make it an ARG. Make it like a geocache in an ARG. There we go. I was like, something's missing here. Here, wait, I'm gonna do this little, like, red part down here first. I'm gonna bury it in a suspicious suitcase and make it look like a body. It's contraband! It's contraband. You know what was really funny? I had a stint where I would watch a lot of, like, Muppet specials. You know Sam the Eagle? I thought his name was Constantine for a really long time because I saw a clip of him saying that. And I thought he was just saying his name. I don't doubt he would think it's contraband. My country isn't known for being the one with the lowest crime rates. You're preaching to the choir over here. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this on stream, but I'm definitely going to finish coloring Prin on stream because my ass is starting to fall asleep. Yeah. I'm really proud of how this is turning out, though.
Nice. Oh, what happened to the commission you were doing? Did you finish it?
Yeah, I did that whole thing on stream last time. Oh god, do you need any help? Yeah, I'm at least...
Oh, damn it.
That scared me. Oh, sorry. Here, let me mute real quick. I heard you guys talking about the all blue in there. Did you finally start the One Piece live action with him?
No, we didn't work.
You're just making Sanji jokes.
Yeah, I suppose.
Did you have a good time watching it, honey?
Okay.
That good, huh? I getcha. Yeah, you have an eye for practicality. I should probably... I'm just adjusting the size of the brush. You don't like the weapons? I'm of the belief that rule of cool can be used effectively, but there are certain like lines that need to be drawn even in that.
I mean, you can like you can use something just because it's cool, just to make it fit, make it make sense, make it have a reason.
Yeah.
Don't just include it just because. A lot of people like that. It's my personal opinion. I have a problem with other people like it. It's just very difficult for me to pay so much attention as to normally do other things I'm interested in.
Hey, if you're still awake by the time stream's over, you want to watch that Fear and Hunger video?
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to be going to the next half hour or an hour.
Yeah, that's fair.
How long do you
Not very much longer. Just gonna finish up Prince Colors here, which I'm already almost done with. Pretty good. Yeah, it's fine. We only had one person come in and ask me if I was a boy or a girl, but I managed to clear that up. They were receptive to it. Now, next stream, I'm probably, like, definitely going to finish the drawing, because I'm planning on it being a little bit more, like, simplistic in style. Because I want it to kind of look like, even though the devs of Fear and Hunger are French, it got really popular in Russia during most of the game's lifespan up until recently. So I wanted to take that and make a fan art that kind of has, like, the art style of some of those, like, old Soviet cartoons. Yeah, I wanted to see if I can't, like, learn something from that and, like, kind of draw something in that sort of style. Because it definitely feels like something that would be in a Soviet cartoon. A beer? Yes, I do. Fresh one. It's on its way. They take a while. Dude, it's fine. That's what they're used for. That's what they're supposed to do. You're not. That's what they're supposed to be used for. Did I pick one that was too tight? Mm. You're not. I don't even think your voice is picking up. Oh, it is. Okay.
My voice or my phone?
Your phone. I mean, your voice.
Oh.
There we go. There she is. There's Prin. Alright. I think that's a good stopping point. I'll finish the rest of this over the weekend and post it. For now, thank you all for coming. This was a bit of a shorter one just because I didn't have a whole lot of energy going into it. But I promise you, come Monday, I will be refueled, refreshed, and ready to go for the whole week. And it'll be great.
You don't always have to do a long one.
I know, but I like having them be, like, more than 2 hours because, you know, that's, yeah, it's good retention and I get more watch hours. And it means I am slowly inching closer to a little more than halfway to being able to qualify for super chats. So that's really cool. I told you how many I had so far. You need like 3,000 I guess collective watch hours or something to qualify, and I have like 1,600.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. But thank you all for coming. This was a nice chill one. And I will see you in the next one when we draw some Fear and Hunger fan art, and it's gonna be great!
Bye-bye.